All right, episode 4 of the Straight Out Training series. Right now I'm going to talk to you about what you've all been waiting for, executing a set, reps, all right? So reps, how do you do reps? How many do you do? What weight do you use? What is a set? All those sort of things. This, like every single other thing I'm going to talk about, there's a science that says this, there's a science that says that. For everything, there's a science that says this is the optimal way, and then the bloke says the exact opposite, and he'll argue with you. This is what I experienced. Me, I'm lucky, all right? One of the benefits of wasting your life in jail is you get a lot of time to experiment. So I'll tell you what I actually done and what I actually found to be the most effective enough, whatever, all right? That's another point too I want to get into. Things in training, bodybuilding, this is very extreme, but we'll get into this another time. It doesn't have to be so extreme, all right? When you pick up your bike, when you buy a bike, I want to go for a bike ride because you want to get fit. Do people come up to you and go, that's not how Lance Armstrong rides his bike? That's not the optimal way to, relax, bro, I'm just riding my bike, bro. So these types of concepts can be applied to bodybuilding too. Everyone is like, it's so extreme, but listen, all right? So put that out your head. I'm going to show you how to execute, talk about reps and stuff like that. I'm going to show you on dips, all right? Next episode, I'm going to get into the actual routines. I'm going to do chest and back, but here we're just going to talk about doing a set. Right? So I'm going to talk about a body weight exercise, dips. It's for your chest. I reckon it's the best chest exercise. These are the things you need to think about. First of all, you need to consider how many reps you're going to do, how many actual pushing of the exercise you're going to do, what weight you're going to use, and what is the form. All right? These types of things are intensity factors. All right? So the intensity that you put in is what you get out of what you achieve in your exercise to a certain degree. You can be way too intense, especially for someone who doesn't, you gotta understand also in bodybuilding, they're gonna talk to you, and every single time they talk to you about this is how you do it, they already presume that you're not injured. They already presume that you eat enough food. They already presume that you're fully motivated and dedicated to being the best bodybuilder you can be, which straight out, this might surprise all these pro bodybuilders, but 90% of us don't want to be like them. 90% of us don't want to eat their food. They're like, what? But you have to be like, no, we don't. All right. But you got to understand when they tell you a lot of these things, there's a lot of presumptions they make. It doesn't apply to all of us. You can easily be too intense if you're not eating enough food, or if you're, you know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you what I experienced to be good middle ground, but this I'm going to apply it to that routine I told you is in my previous episode, what I see as the optimal chest, back, the whole shoulders, arms, then legs and abs routine for your whole body. The things you're gonna have to consider the most, like I said, is the weight you're lifting, the amount of reps that you're doing, and the technique that you use, all right? All of those things are important. Me personally, I always now have learned that weight, when you go up in weight, which you presume will make you bigger and stronger. Yes, it will. When you go up in reps, will that make you bigger and stronger? As you're getting stronger, you do more reps? Of course it will. And when you do it with better technique, will that make you bigger and stronger? Of course it will. All of these things apply. I would say that your technique is the first thing that you should focus on as your intensity factor. So how you perform the exercise, getting better at the exercise. And as you get better at the exercise, you will benefit from the exercise. Second, doing more reps of the exercise. That's what I would prioritize. Second, once you get good at the exercise, then as you get stronger, you do more reps. Third, and lastly, all right, a lot of people don't do it this way. A lot of people are just, as soon as they get a bit stronger, they want to chuck more weight on. All right? This is how you destroy your body. This is how you end up injured. You got to understand training, exercise, this is not important. It's not important enough to get injured for. It's a small part of our life. All right? So a lot of people, they're just quick to chuck on more weight. As soon as they can do dips properly, just hang weights off me. Just tie dumbbells to me. It's ridiculous. I'll tell you how. Let's perform an exercise, all right? So I would say a normal set would look like this, all right? Normal set, you do whatever you can, all right? However, it's a body weight exercise. You don't get to choose how many you can do, all right? If you're going to do the amount of sets I will say per exercise, I will say 3. All right, there's a science to say 5 is better, but there's a science saying 1 set per body is the best, because this Mr. Olympia, this English lad, and Mike Mensah, they done 1 set per body part and it worked, the best in the world. But then this other bloke done 10 sets per body part and it worked. So it all works. 3's fine. I've done it, I tested it, 3's fine. It's as good as 4, it's as good as 5, it's as good as 2. You want to do 2, do 2. 3's fine. All right. I will say, if you're gonna do 3, to do only fail on your last set. So what that means is, say for example, this is my, I can do dips, all right? I'm gonna see how many I can do, all right? So, all right. I've done 10 then. I feel like I could have done another 2, all right? I wasn't struggling towards the end, but I'm gonna stop there, because another rep after that, it would have got really hard, I would have got it out. And the second rep after that, it would have got so hard that I would have failed, what they call failing. I don't think that you should fail more than once per exercise. So if you're gonna do 3 sets, if you can lift a weight that you can do about 12 reps of, I would say do 10 reps for the first set, do 10 reps for the second set, and then on your last set, go to the end. Make sure the last rep is like, you know, when your body's almost shaking and then, I can't do it. When you can't do it, that's it. Move on, different exercise. I'm out of breath now. This is what I'm gonna say too about the form and this and that. I done my sets then, normal, all right? So when you want to progress, this is just dips. When you want to progress and you get better at dips, the first thing that I say, this applies to all exercises. It applies to bench press, it applies to legs, whatever. Don't tie weights to you, all right? The first thing you're gonna do, see how I done 10? Now then, 10 puffed me out, I could get out 12. When I get stronger, now I wanna see if I can do 10 or 12 reps like this, slowly. So instead of doing them fast, which is easy like I've done, imagine doing them like this. Like that. That's an intensity exercise, all right? So what I've done is I've performed the rep better. So I'm going down slow. So as you go down slow, obviously there's more time, it's called time under tension. More time that your muscle's under tension, you're better at the exercise. When you can do them slow, at 10 again, try doing them slow, 14, 15, 16. Soon you're gonna be so strong that you can do 20 slow reps. When you can do 20 slow reps, you worry about tying 10 kilos to you, all right? You get that? When you got stronger at the exercise that you can do it slowly, then not only you do it slowly, but you can do more reps. When you're doing so many reps that you're almost getting puffed out, you're too strong, then lastly, tie a bit of weight to you, and then start again. Then you're doing 10 reps again. Then with the weight, do 10 reps slow. Until you're doing so many with that weight, then you up the weight again. Remember, the weight should be the last thing. This is not strongman stuff. That's a whole different world. That's like those big fat guys, they're so strong at everything. That's a whole different thing. If you want to get strong, man, you want to be strong, watch another video. This is about growing your muscle. And for the preservation and quality of your life, weight should be the last thing that is adjusted in the 3 variables that that you toss up when you're doing an exercise. Like I said, when it comes to how many sets you do, there's a good science out there and bodybuilders that have proved that they literally say, matey, I forgot his name, Pommy bodybuilder. It was 4-time Mr. Olympia in the 90s. I forgot his name, bro. Look him up, bro. He does like what they call high intensity technique. He literally will go to an exercise, say dips, and he'll just like warm his muscle, go through the groove, not even a set, just stretch it, like warm it up, and do one set, where he goes right to the end. And then when he goes right to the end, he can't do it no more. He puts 1 foot down, so it's a bit lighter, then he puts 2 foot until he just 1 set. And he was the best in the world. But then Arnold Schwarzenegger says, you got to do 5 sets
5 sets of this, 5 sets of that. But he was the best in the world too. So just remember, everything works. It's just up to you. I say do 3 sets. Do 2, get in the groove, warm it up, pump it up. One of them go hard. That's it. That's when it comes to. That's all I really got to explain when it comes to executing a set. Wondering how many reps to do this and that. They're the variables, all right? That's all you've got to consider. Short episode. Next episode, I'll actually do the routine, show you what exercises to do for chest and back, what I recommend. Let's go.